this seat is not for NDC, it's not for MPP, right? It's a seat that Baba Jamal used to hold, and by chance it went to MPP. So they will fear it. We just want to bring it back home.
But they said they are not contesting the Tamale Central election because they believe that Murtala has contributed to the development of the nation, given his time as a student leader till he became an appointee at the YEA. And then they say you could have done the same for NSL.
You know, I don't think it's the same thing. If you watch Muntala, the work he has done the contribution he has done for Mother Ghana, it's huge. This is the fresh election that they went to. The guy has not, this is the first time the guy is going to parliament, right? So the guy has not done nothing in Akwatia. You see that we have a very bad roads. There's no development here. And if good people of Akwatia wants to make sure that they have a change. And as we said, if your mother is in the kitchen, you will not be angry. So Akwatia, their mother, our candidate, the lawyer, the mother is in the kitchen. So they have to push him to try to get the kitchen and bring development home.
But if an orphan comes knocking on your door for support, wouldn't you give?
Okay, let me make this thing clear. If my child wants something and your child wants something, who will I give first?
Wouldn't you rather give the orphan who doesn't have and then later take care of your child? Wouldn't you do that?
I'm asking you something. If my child wants something and your child wants something, it's possibility that you give your child first, because you see, if your house there's no money there's no food in your house, you can't give food outside.
But you're supposed to develop every constituency, regardless of whoever is in power. Is that not the case?
Yes. But you can see that Mama is a father for all. You understand? As I speak to you now, some of the workers are still at posts, which we have not sacked them. There are a lot of people in offices that previous government brought them in. We have not sacked anybody. So saying that once it's an orphan, we are not chasing any orphan away. What we are saying that we want a good people of Akwatia should vote for someone who can bring more development into the area.
But they say they are candidates, even though he was not a full-time politician, has done so. The youth are saying that he has supported them. And lawyer Beidu, who is your candidate, was his lawyer. And they say that Asumedu stands a better chance of giving them what they need or what they are yearning for, more than what your candidate would offer them, even though his party is in office.
Okay, you know, let me be very brief.
Okay.
See the journalist standing here right now. If I joke, you give me problem. I don't want to say anything anymore. What I want to say is that the good people of Akwatia should vote for the NDC candidate, the lawyer, for God to bless them. God bless you all. God bless Ghana.
Okay, Honorable, we
They are fighting for the next election coming. Thank you.
something you push for when the House will convene?
Yes, we don't know. I'm told the President's Committee for the Constitutional Review is about to submit the report. So I believe it might have captured it because a lot of people are looking into this particular discussion. So I believe it's part of the angle that will come forward for discussion.
If it's not captured, is there an opening?
Oh yeah, so it's not sacrosanct. I mean, we can bring it up.
Okay, but let's go away from the by-elections and talk on it. You are Deputy Speaker.
Yes.
I mean, how do you take this particular, outcome of this investigation?
It's for me, it's a blot in Ghana's constitution, Ghana's democracy. But you talk, people will say it's a constitutional matter. So it places a bit of limitation in terms of criticizing the system. But to remove the head of an organ of government, for me, is an issue. And it's not an issue only in Ghana, but our foreign partners, as to how they will look at Ghana, is also another angle you have to consider. Because the discussion will always say it's constitutional matter. Constitutional matter. The president has not done anything wrong. That's the discussion. Everybody, that's it, the people will put the angle to. But let's look beyond it.
Has it been a floodgate for another president to say, okay, I won't deal with you, I'll get you out?
Well, I am thinking they are all part of the hotspots that the constitutional review will look at. We need to look at it again. Because if it's so easy for whole Chief Justice to be removed. It's so easy when you look at the constitutional provision. So easy. Somebody just put up a petition gets to the president will confer with the Council of State. The Council of State, as you know, is a political organ because almost all the regional representatives are all political entities. The president nominees are all political entities. So Council of State in itself is a political organ. So the Council of State giving that prima facie approval, then straight away the president forms a committee to look into it. It's a better, but you can vis-a-vis look at it from the angle of speaker and even deputy speakers in parliament. You need, it's not even two-thirds, it's three-quarters of all members of parliament saying yes, you need to go. So the threshold is a bit higher. So I think we need to look at it from that angle in respect of the Chief Justice and other heads of independent organs.
Thank you very much.
You get yes, and so somebody who then will be able to take whatever the conference to him and get
How is it going? Are you confident you are going to win?
Well, it's a done deal. I mean, so far so very good. I've been, it's been very good. It's been very, very, very good. I'm so impressed. First and foremost, you've seen how peaceful the exercise has been. Nothing bad or nothing untoward has happened yet. We are grateful to God. I'm sure we'll end it without any skirmishes whatsoever. And you've seen that the enthusiasm is above the average percentage of voters, especially during by-elections. So if you predicted that we will have less than 50%, I'm sure you are looking at the numbers that are being churned out now. So it tells you that the people of Akwatia are ready for development. All is good. It's all so good. And so far, so very good. So very good.
Are you satisfied with the observations we've seen so far at all the police stations?
I am. And in fact, that has always been our prayer, that we live together before, during, and after the elections. We've done it before, during, we've lived together in peace. We know after, we'll live together in peace. If the Electoral Commission is doing its work well, yes, I mean, I am very grateful to the security agencies. They've done a yeoman's job so far, so very good. And the place looks very calm, conducive, and the Almighty God has also blessed us with a good weather. So we are good to go.
If you win this polls, what are 2 things you are going to do for your constituents in your first
I've said this. I roamed the whole constituency. I told them that it's all about development. Development, human resource, development, the community-based development. You went through the town, you saw first and foremost, our people, our youth do not have jobs. We should find ways of getting jobs for our youth. And we will start by doing our best to get GCD back on track. Akwatia, it's about GCD. And we've done the first step, even before we got to this point. We've done the first step was to restore electricity to GCD, which electricity needed to, they had none. In fact, I mean, they were in darkness before the elections. the Akwatia, that section of GC. And so we've been able to give them power, not because of the by-election. We gave them power long before. That is electric power. Now, the next step is to push to have G7 come back on track, which can employ thousands of youth. Beyond that, there are other things we are looking at. The government has initiatives, but we also have a discussion, a broader discussion when pronounced winner of the elections. And so it's well. I'll be moving from. I'm now in town. I went to Genasi Apinamai. I've been to Takasi Wenchi. I've been everywhere. I was in Akwatia in the morning. I went and came back. So all is good. And I'm sure you would bear as witnesses. You've seen it yourselves. Beyond the fact that you are interviewing us, you also know what's on the ground. Nobody is running for his life. We are all safe.
Yeah, but there are a few reported cases of violence. Has any come to attention so far?
No, I mean, I heard a few, but when I went there, it wasn't what I heard. I mean, sometimes, the enthusiasm, you may hear some few things, you run there, and then eventually it turns out not to be what it is. For instance, as we are gathered here, somebody may say, go and see, they are arguing, they are struggling. You may not come close to see that it's just a mere interview. So sometimes this is what happens. I generally have seen that the security, it's as if we are with them chatting. They are with us, they move about freely. Some have even put their guns down because there is no need. You understand? We are one people. We will surely finish this. We will count, we would declare who the winner is, and the winner would ensure development for the constituency. All is well. Grateful.
There were some comments from some of the voters that they've seen, some inducement happening.
Well, if you give me further information, I'll be able to cross-check. I don't have that information. Vote by, it's not something that we should encourage. It's not a good thing. And so if I have evidence that anybody is buying votes, I will take the matter as somebody who knows the law.
But have you engaged in that? Because that's accusation from your opponents that
they mentioned my name.
You, assisted by some people in government, are engaged in vote buying.
They mentioned my name.
They mentioned you, yeah.
That I have done what?
That you are engaged in vote buying together with some government officials.
Here.
That's what they're saying.
I don't know which government officials, but I'm here. I came without any government official. These are my aides. I'm here. Have you seen me carry money?
I mean, so far there's also been reported that there's low voter turnout. Would you want to comment on what has accounted for that, and what are you doing to get your people to come out to vote?
It's not exactly the case in all the places. Where I've been to, there's been a bit of some surge in the votes in some places. It depends on where. I think that generally, you see, the time, today is a market day for Kede, which market serves a chunk of the towns around. So most of the market women and even men who went to market to ply their trade are now coming back. So surely I think we will see a surge in the votes very soon.
By close of polls 5 p.m. If they are not back, do you think that will affect your chances?
Not at all. I mean, this is parliamentary elections. A single vote, if at the end of the polls one person casts his ballot, we will count it. Not at all. But we pray that they can. If they don't come, whatever is in there, I know I've won the election.
Okay, so earlier your poster at your party office up in Akwatia was seen being ripped off by some elements believed to be members of the opposition MPP. Did you hear this issue, and what is your response to that?
Yeah, I wasn't personally there, but my team told me. I mean, it's unfortunate, but let me focus on the big picture now. At the end of the day, those issues will be sorted out. You can do whatever. The people's stamp would always prove some of us right. We are winning the elections. We are bringing development to Akwatia. We will do our best to give them the best of representation. They can decide to pull down my flags. They can decide to pull down whatever. They can do anything. My focus is on the development.
So you are not perturbed?
Not at all.
At the end of the 2024 election, we were unable to get a definite winner because there were a lot of issues that marked the election. Ended up getting Kumi and the candidate at the time going back to court. Kumi eventually won the court case. Should it happen that you do not win the election today, are you willing to let things go?
Why? I don't have an option. I don't have an option except you have reason to dispute it, which is also lawful. But if once the Electoral Commission declares and it is fair and you have no issue with it, because if you have an issue, you can't say, I don't agree. You can only take the matter up within the remit of the law. Otherwise, you don't have an option. It's not as if you have an option whether to accept it or not. We are all subjects of the law. And the law is that the EC has the sole mandate to organize and declare elections. And so you don't have, it's not as if you have an option. You cannot say you accept it. You either accept it with a condition that you take the matter up, which I'm a lawyer, so that is normal with us. But if you don't accept it, does it mean you are going to form your own community and then rule over them? I mean, it's not possible.
The poll says that you are going to win. The poll says that you are going to win by 53%. Do you think that
I may get more? It's likely I'll even get more.
Like what percent?
No, that's what we are working on. As for the win, it's a done deal. We are working on the margin. So you relax for me. By 4:35, you
and the margin will be what?
I'm working on it. We will come back to it. Thank you. Because you know what's going on.
So let's do this. This is still John Yusuf election headquarters, and we've had the parliamentary candidate of the NDC for Akwatia himself here. Thank you very much. I know this will be exhausting, but let's understand from the point of view, how has it been?
All has been good. We chose this path to represent the people, and it's a long path, which starts from being elected. And so if you want to represent the people, you never get tired. You have to forge on and make sure you do the needful. And so it's been good. It's been good. I've been touring the whole constituency. I've been going from one polling station to the other. And so far, it's been very good. I mean, generally calm. People are, you've seen the security officers. I mean, they are not even bothered because there is nothing to even protect. We are all cool. It's as if, but for their uniforms, you will be identified as their security officers. But nobody is doing anything that would warrant their intervention. We are good to go. It's been very good.
I've been speaking to some people who say that, well, some people allege that they don't know you and therefore, they cannot vote for you. So how do you respond to this?
Let 5 p.m. come and you understand whether I'm known or I'm not known. I've been a constituency secretary of my party. I led the campaign in 2024 by virtue of the fact that I took my candidate everywhere. I was the head of the campaign. And so, as for those things you may have said prior to today, the box is there. Go and do the needful. We will open the box, pour the ballots on the table. We'll count and declare, and you will see whether I'm known or I'm not known.
Will you be surprised if you don't win this?
I won't lose it. I can assure you. I'm not losing the election. We've come far. We know how. I've been a politician for a while. Every indication points to the fact that I've won the elections. Trust me. The margin is what we are looking at. But as for winning, I've won the election.
What's on the street is that you are intimidating people with security.
I'm here. Did you see anybody following me? Apart from my aide. They didn't even notice that it was the candidate who was coming. So if this had happened before I entered, if this interview had happened, you would have said that maybe I decided to go this way because you asked the question. I entered before, and these are the people I entered with. Harmless. He's the constituency youth organizer. Whom am I intimidating? I'm not even with the police. What have I done? So these things happen. Oh, let's focus on the most important thing. Trust me, the ballot is there. We are doing the needful. It will be counted. It will be declared.
We saw a heavy deployment from the NDC party itself to the constituency. Many will ask, the NDC has a supermajority in parliament. What is the Akwatia seat for you?
No, we just believe that a wind started blowing in December, and that's a wind that we believe is taking the country to a good place.
And if that wind is blowing, it's good for the people of Akwatia to have that as well. Akwatia deserves to have that opportunity, to be on the side of the majority. So even though it may appear as if we have too much, it's never too much because the people here also deserve that opportunity. So I think that's the reason. We want Akwatia to be part of the green train. Yeah.
What's on the street is that the NDC, now in government, is using state functionaries to intimidate the opposition. Is that true? And if that is true,
state functionaries like
the Ghana Police Service, 5,600 deployments. Many feel this is just a way of intimidation.
I think really that the police generally are known as peacekeepers. If they were saying, for example, that the police is filled with military officers holding guns, I can appreciate that people may be afraid. But police, I don't see why anybody will be worried about the police. It's like having my home and making sure I have enough bodyguards, protecting my house. Unless you are a thief, you should not be worried. So I think only the people who are concerned will be those who maybe had an intention to cause trouble. But this is good for the country. I look forward to a time where we don't even need that many numbers. That we evolve enough as a country where elections can be done without the need for all the shenanigans, all the desperation, as if the world comes to an end when you lose elections. We need to reach that place where we can appreciate that you win some, you lose some, and then it's not the end of the world. I know to an extent our own followers sometimes act a bit too much and believe because of the banter among themselves, there's a lot more desperation, but I think we'll get there, and I can promise that I will be working very closely with the NPP leadership to see how we can, as the two big parties, bring that accommodation so that we can have elections that will be as smooth as possible. Thank you. All right, it's a pleasure. Thanks so much. It's a pleasure. Grateful. Thank you. No problem. Let me tell you. The General Secretary, I've already done all the.
Engage with the police and the electoral officers to ascertain the situation on ground as other executives of the party and have done since morning from one polling station to the other. I've seen his deputy. I met him at one of the areas. I met him at Winchi. He was also moving with the organizer of the NDC. And it has been, like I mentioned, deployment of party executives and cabinet executives, even Marietta.
We are hoping that we are now also left. The final group will come in, and at the end of the day, we can say we have a relatively high number. So we are. But generally, I think it's been peaceful. So I'm impressed about that.
Your first chair, your vice chair is called to be involved in a brawl with the NPP second deputy chairman, Masaudu. What do you have to say about that whole incident?
Brawl, what kind of brawl is that?
There was a confrontation.
There was a confrontation, and they punched Masaudu at a police station in Akwatia here.
I see. I need to. I've not really taken time to abreast myself of that. So I think I will try and find out.
So that incident was involving Chief Sofo Azoka and then Alhaji Masaudu, who is the third national vice chairman of the MPP.
I see.
And Masaudu says that he has reported the matter to the police.
Okay, then that's okay. Once it's reported, then I think we should allow the police to do an investigation.
Yeah, General,
whoever is found culpable, the right thing needs to be done.
General, what do you say to proposals that this is an expensive exercise to have, and therefore there should be a tweak in the constitution to say the party that holds a seat, if something happens to the MP, should just elect someone to be on a seat so we can save ourselves all of this struggle?
Why not? Constitutional reviews are things that we should always be open to having, because after 32 years you always want to bring changes, so there's nothing wrong with that. So that conversation, I think it's a conversation NDC and NPP we should be able to sit together and even have an agreement upon. And once we do, we both will be able to push that, in Parliament. But that said, NPP tried to literally create impression that we stepping away from Tamale Central, used to step away from Akwatia. The truth is this, NPP know they have no chance in Tamale Central. Okay. They could bring Bawumia and you lose miserably in Tamale Central. So naturally they will not go. So that was just a pretense, taking advantage of their sympathy and pretending, we are very, it's a game they were playing. Okay. Akwatia is a place where we believe December 7 we won. It was believed the people of Akwatia needed an opportunity to make a final choice between NDC and NPP who won that seat, in December.
But in the spirit of comradeship, don't you think that given what has happened, the death of the MP, don't you think that it was necessary for you at least to allow them have the seat in Parliament? You already have a large number in Parliament.
The people of Akwatia deserve the opportunity to decide whether they want to be on the side of the NDC or the I'm saying subsequently, if we have a constitutional review, we can look at that. But you cannot deny how many people in Akwatia the opportunity to have a choice simply because you are saying that MP pass away. Therefore, you must be saddled with maybe an MP on an opposition side that you don't want. So, if we are talking democracy, let's continue to pursue democracy.
So,
the constitutional review will be able to, is something that I
given
think we
how
should
polarized our political space is, do you think that NDC, MPP, and other political parties, you can come together at a table to agree that?
Why not? I think we can, because you know what? 32 years of a democratic journey, we should have the level of maturity to be able to sit together and have a conversation. I can tell you as General Secretary, I'm pretty much willing, and I've actually made effort to that effect. With I normally focus more on the MPP because of they are the direct opponent that we have. So I've had that conversation with my counterpart on the other side. And it's something I think we can continue to discuss. So that you see, the important thing that it should be done without hypocrisy. When you try to play games and pretending I'm pulling out of Tamale Central, when you know you have no chance in Tamale Central, and asking us to pull out of Akwatia when we know we can win Akwatia, then it's not fair. We should look at it clearly and decide. Once we have a decision done, then regardless of whether you can win it or you cannot win it, we agree. But simply claiming that pull out of Tamale Central, therefore pull out, it's a game and we are not ready to play that game.
With just an hour to go and the voter turnout you have seen, are you confident of the chances of the NDC's candidate?
I would say MPP clearly were holding the seat, so naturally they, right from the beginning, will be considered the favorite. But we believe that just as we did, even going into the December 7, where MPP were the favorite, but we managed to, as it were, beat them and beat them well. I think the same thing will happen here. Akwatia will be green before we leave here today.
General, given about cost of elections, do you know how much the NDC has spent so far in this election?
Do I know where that was?
How much the NDC has spent regarding this Akwatia by-election?
Every election you have to mobilize money and get it done. At the end of the process, we'll sit together and find out exactly what the total expenses have been. But clearly, no election is done without mobilization. It's always been the case.
So far, how much do you think you've spent?
I'll have to check that. I'm not in the position to declare
roughly
that.
How much?
We'll see. When the election is over, we'll do that calculation.
But General, why do you like pummeling people? You've beaten someone to the extent that the person really is begging for mercy. Just one seat that you say, okay, at this point I won't deliver. You're still delivering. Why are you like that?
It's not us who are pummeling. It's the people of Ghana who are pummeling them. The people of your 8 years have been absolute disaster. And we want to let you know that we totally do not like what you did. And I'm hoping that they will be able to, as it were, eat the humble pie, learn. But it doesn't appear they are learning. Because if you watch them carefully, you can see clearly that they are behaving exactly how they did. Even when they came into office from 2017. Long may they continue. That's to our advantage. If they continue remaining like that, then that's fine. But if they decide that they will learn a good lesson, show some humility, maybe the people of Ghana will change. So the pummeling is being done by the people of Ghana.
If you should lose the seat today, what signal will it send to you as the General Secretary?
You mean if what?
If the NDC lose the seat today?
MPP won it in December 7, even though we believe that we have won it. So if they won it, it means that they will.
Oh,